Hello, everyone. After a very, very long time, this is me, Jabulile Sasonia Waramusi, aka Malushaba. You better get used to that. Yeah, guys, why? I think maybe that's the first thing I need to talk about. Yeah, like it's been months, maybe 8 months, 10 months, maybe a year. I don't know. Yeah, but parenting, hey, parenting, adulting, everything. It's everything combined. It's everything combined. So let me start from the top. So basically, I have been away or absent or not recording videos. Actually, I have been recording. It's just that in between, before I posted anything, our house got broken into. So a couple of things were stolen, including the what do you call it? The things I was using to record content and everything, camera, phone, all of that stuff was stolen with the content in there. So, and that stuff hadn't been backed up, so like it's all gone. But, luckily I can always re-record some things. But yeah, time will tell when those things will be re-recorded. But basically, it's been hectic. It's been hectic from rains and floods, like twice in like 2 consecutive months. If you're in South Africa, you know about the floods here in KZN, and I'll talk a little bit about that in a different video. But yeah, it was that, and also our daughter just moved back with us. So we have I think I've said this before, we have an 11-year-old, that's our daughter, and then we have our son who's 2 years old. So when we had our son, like I think within a month, when after he was born, he developed like I don't know if I should say extreme or really bad eczema, but it was so bad that we were not sleeping at all. Like, you don't sleep when you have a newborn baby, but like we didn't sleep at all, not just because we had a newborn baby, but he had eczema. So it, especially at night, it would get so itchy that he wouldn't sleep at all, and then we also couldn't sleep. It was just a terrible time. We'd sometimes try and like take turns with my husband, but it was just not like a good time. It was difficult for us, especially because we had just also moved to a rural area, like within that space of him having turned like only just 1 month, and facing all of that eczema stuff. So I mean, it got to a point where I thought like I was losing my mind, and because it was just also during the whole pandemic situation, you give birth and you already like have so many things happening in your life, so I never really even got that time to like get my parents or my mom to help me, or my mother-in-law to come and help me. It was locked down, so it was just a difficult time. So what we then decided to do was to send our daughter for the year, so that was the year of 2021, to stay with my in-laws, basically our parents. So, and that's in another province. So we took her in, I think, like September, August. It was in August of 2020, and then she was with them for the whole of last year, just so that we could like just figure the whole thing out. It was just bad. It was bad. And then come 2022, we want our child back because we just felt like we didn't want them to spend like a long time apart from each other, as siblings. So I thought also, I'd gotten, a hang of the whole rural living thing. Kanti, guys, the things were still coming. So we have her back now, 2022. But the reality of having 2 children, for me, I don't know about y'all, I don't know how other parents do it, but for me it's been hectic, and also just getting used to a whole setup in terms of life, living in a rural area where you things are not so convenient. You have to do a lot of things yourself, and there's still a lot of things that we still need to do to bring back actually the convenience back into our lives. So just having to just deal with that and other things, in our lives, I just thought, I best just handle what I can handle. And yeah, also then added to that, when I was thinking, okay, maybe I can go back into the whole thing of, recording videos or documenting our lives living in a rural area, then our house got broken into. Yeah, people, even in rural areas, there are thieves, okay? So you mustn't say, no, I'm leaving the babs, the townships and the what, I'm moving to a rural area because there are no thieves. Like, things happen even here. So yeah, so that's that, okay? But I think, like, all in all, we've settled in quite nicely. My daughter loves living here. She enjoys it. I think the biggest thing for us is that both of them have other children to play with. Wow, I think probably that is what has made things very, very much easier for us to kind of like, and me to settle into being a parent of two, and juggling everything that has to do with life, a parent, like being a parent and everything. But the nice thing is that they can just go and play. We don't have to like hold their hands all the time so that they can go to it's like literally just over there. We know the families. I'm not saying that we're not like being cautious and everything. We are, of course, but then it is definitely like, when we're living in a suburb, we never ever let our child go out of the yard by herself. Now it's just, and that's what she's been wanting all her life, guys, just to, like, what she would do and would take her to school, because she used to go to a nearby school. She'd want to walk on the other side and ask us to walk on the other side, so it kind of like feels like she's walking alone to school, but then we're there, we're watching her. So here she can go, but the youngest one doesn't go. Asa doesn't go anywhere by himself. So when he goes to play, he always goes with his sister, or the other children come here, and they play. And it also, I feel like it gives you kind of I don't know if relief is the word to use, but like, I just love seeing my children happy, playing. The other day, Asa was so dirty, guys. So he was brown, or was he gray? I don't know. He was just a mixture of all the colors you don't want to see when you're doing laundry. But he was so happy. He was so happy. You should see my children, guys. They're so happy. And that is also just one of the things that motivated us to come and live in a rural area. I'm happy to see my children being so free to play. They're not like watching TV 24/7, playing games 24/7. They actually play. They get dirty, and yes, I do complain about, having to do the laundry, but at the same time, I'm not complaining. They're happy, so me and their father are happy, because at the end of the day, that is why we brought them here. So the other thing that, has been happening, or we've been trying to do, is to plant. Guys, rural areas have goats, sheep, cows, all of those things. And, like, there's monkeys everywhere in KZN, but like, because like if you look behind me, it's a forest, guys. It's a forest, although we've like really cleared quite a lot on our land, but it's still quite like foresty. So like there's monkeys, so there's all this mixture of animals which we're kind of like really battling with, because we haven't fenced yet, but we're gonna do that very soon. Because yeah, guys, we wanna plant. We planted last year during spring, but they ate everything. They finished everything. I have some trees that I got from my mom, but they're not thriving, because a few leaves come up and then jiggy there's a cow or there's a goat, or there's a monkey there pulling out things. So yeah, we're yeah, in terms of like the other animals, we're gonna, like I've said before in a different video, that we're gonna fence. We're definitely working with it. But also the other thing that disturbed the whole thing here, guys, it rained so much last year. It was pouring, not just raining, it was pouring almost every day. Like from the second week of September last year, it was raining almost every day, and it was raining hectically. Like I think all of us now have a phobia of rain. Anytime it starts going, you start holding on to things. You're like, where? I'm just praying it doesn't flood again. Like, we have a phobia. We need counseling. KZN needs counseling, okay? Because we are traumatized twice, 2 consecutive months. Guys, some serious damage was done. But we're not talking about that right now. So that, that happened, and, it like quite a lot of like crop that was planted got like flooded with like rain. Was raining too much. And then there were the animals as well. This year is a little bit dry. I had foraged some greens last year around this time. Like we were eating greens, like wild greens, foraged ones. We were eating them almost like maybe I think like 3 times a week, because we really love them. But this year it's so dry in the sense that it hasn't really rained like that. Maybe twice it attempted to like rainiana, but then it not much. And I guess we can't really complain, because when it rains a lot, we are like, hey, it's raining too much. And then when it doesn't rain, we're like, hey, it's not raining. So I guess we must just be thankful. And us must just be thankful for whatever we're getting. But yeah, that is just the one thing that I feel like is just itching, for me to like just get this whole process, for us to get this whole process of planting going, because my trees are here, but we're not able to like put them in the ground. I even have some avocados that have just come up from seed, but we are unable to plant them because they're just gonna be eaten. So I have like my little buckets that I plant things. And also what I've done is that I've been using those buckets to test the soil, to see how different things grow in those buckets. So they grow, but then I haven't really harvested anything really like that, because they get eaten. So yeah, so what's the other thing? Okay, the other thing I wanted to talk about, just because I'm trying to kind of give you guys our overall experience thus far, and just things that we celebrate and are so happy and proud of, just being here, living here. One thing that we have learned is that when you live in I think maybe, let me leave that, because I think I will talk about it properly. It might just make this video unnecessarily long, but you do have to kind of get used to doing things yourself, because there's a lot of work. We've already done quite a lot in terms of even the house itself. We've plastered. I think I did mention in a video when when I was talking about the different types of natural building types, but we've plastered, we've paid. And by the way, when I mean plastered, I mean we plastered ourselves. someone came, taught us, and we're doing it with him. And then sometimes we're alone. So guys, hire me if you want to plaster. Okay, I'm joking. But yeah, I can plaster, guys. I can do so many things right now. You won't even believe. And I'm very proud. You know, it kind of like teaches you to just yeah, learn to be self-reliant. Yeah, self-reliant. Because the other thing for me that has also encouraged and motivated me to come and live here is that we want to be self-sufficient. And those are some of the things that I will talk about as time goes on in our videos. We want to be self-sufficient, and you know, you do need to learn how to do things yourself. You can't want every time this is broken or every time you need this, you need to go and find someone. Besides that, we live very far, you know. It's not like you can just hop in your car and then 5 minutes you are like in town or wherever. Like the nearest town is like 20 minutes or like slightly less, right? But then yeah, I don't know how to explain this. Yeah, but like it's not like next door. And it's also like not the kind of town where you can say, okay, I'm gonna get everything I need. The town where you can get like proper groceries and all that stuff that we usually need to buy from like a town is about 29-30 minutes away. So we don't have time, guys, to just every time we need things, or you know, even, I mean, you can imagine if you need some work done, someone has to drive here all the way from wherever they'll be coming from. So you just learn to do certain things yourself. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just try and end this video now, because I really didn't want it to be long, because it was more of a video where I am just telling you guys that we are back. We've settled in officially, or yeah, I mean, I think the day I gave birth to a second child, I was officially a mother of two, but I just mean in the sense of now we have both our children living here, running around everywhere, making a mess. So we are used to that now. You know, I'm used to that. I'm used to just, yeah, doing everything that is required of me. And so is my husband. Go. Go. Okay, Asa's trying to disturb me. Okay, guys. Yeah, so just the other thing I just wanted to tell you guys is the thing about me saying AKA Malushaba, ne? So one thing that we've gotten used to, and it's how do I say? Okay, I've forgotten the word that I'm trying to use, but it's grown on me. Yes. Oh, I love it. I love it. So you are, when we first got here, I was introducing myself as, hi, okay, my name is Jabulile, Jabulile Musi. And then can you be, no one has ever, not even once, called me by my name. They wanted to know, because at the time Khaya wasn't living with us. So when we're coming here, you know, just for like building and everything, it was always me, and my husband, as well as Asa. So they just, okay, your son's name is Asa, okay, Maga Asa. So in that the direct translation, guys, it's night, so like the stuff flying, and yeah, so it's mother of Asa. So because when we first came here, the only child they knew, even though we told them that we do have another child, they just got used to calling me Maga Asa. So usually they will call you or refer to you by your first child's name, or mother of your first child's name. So I would be like, if we'd come here with both of our children, I would be Maga Khaya, but everyone calls me Maga Asa. Also, if they don't call you Maga Asa or mother of your firstborn, unless if maybe you came into that family that you're married into with another child that is not from that family, they won't call you by that firstborn from wherever. They're gonna call you by the name of the firstborn from this family. So basically it would be like, if let's say I came with Asa from maybe another relationship, with Kaya from another relationship, they would call me Maga Asa, you see, because Asa is from that family. But anyways, so they call you by your firstborn's name. So I'm Maga Kaya, but a lot of people call me Maga Asa because they're used to calling me that. And so, okay, so they also call you by your maiden name. So as a woman, they call you by your maiden name. So me, because my maiden name is Lushaba, they call me, not here though, but like a lot of the women here are called by their maiden surname. So here and there, when I go to other places, I am called by my maiden name. So, but a lot of women here, they refer to by their maiden names. Very few do they. What I've realized is actually the younger wives that are called by their children's names, Maga so and so. But the older women are called by their maiden names. But generally, when you are a woman in KZN, I don't know about other places, you are referred to also by your maiden surname, which I love very much. Why? Because you still keep your identity. Because I mean, you get married, you change your surname to, like, for example, I am Mrs. Musi, but you still you're still you. And I mean, I'm proud of my surname, so I'm happy that I still get to be called Lushaba in one way or another. So Malushaba, call me Malushaba, guys, okay? Yeah, so happy to be back, guys, and I look forward to sharing more of a journey with you guys. There's so much that we want to share, and yeah, I'll probably be featuring more of my family with like going forward in the videos that we'll be posting. I'm not promising, but probably, but because like they're here right now, they've been trying to get into this video. They're trying so hard, so maybe I will let them do that in future videos. But otherwise, guys, thank you so much. I've been getting your emails, and I will talk about some of the questions that I get asked quite a lot, even though I've already answered a lot. But I kind of feel like a lot of people will probably benefit from the questions that have been asked, because I find that it's a lot of similar questions. So I will do a video also, just so that if there's someone out there who also has the same question, they can just get those answers. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Subscribe, share, like. You know the drill, guys. You know the drill. So I'm also trying to get used to also saying all of those things. Subscribe, like, comment. Hit the notification button. What else? Is that it?
Love.
Okay. Love. No, it's like. Okay, guys. Love. There's no love button. It's like, go away. Go away.
We want the love button.
Okay, no, bye, guys.